Well, welcome back to Shane's Main Shop. Today we're going to try to show you how to fix a door that the striker, not the striker plate, but the striker bolt here, doesn't want to go back in. So when you close the door, it doesn't close. It will go in when you turn it, but it won't slide on its own. So you have to turn the handle, close it each time. So I suspect this is an exterior door. There's no storm door, so it gets a lot of weather issues. So maybe it's dry inside. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the handle off and lubricate the inside of this and see if we can get this door to close properly again. So the first thing you're going to do is just remove these two screws in the door handle, the upper and lower one. Just going to go ahead and get them loose here. And then we'll have to hold the outside of the door handle so it doesn't fall on us. Okay, I got the screws out, so now you should be able to slide this part of the handle off. We'll set that aside. That's what it looks like inside there. Let's see, I can get that in the camera. And then the other part is still in the door. And we can go ahead and slide that out too. This will stay behind, but this will slide right out. So there's your other half. Let's see if this thing works now without those in there. It does not. So the issue is in this piece here. So what we're going to do is probably take this off here and see if we can lubricate inside that. But there's really not a lot to this. So let's go ahead and remove these screws. These screws are much shorter on this outside here. That screws out. Now this whole piece should come right out. All right, now there is, in this case, is a spacer ring that was in there that held it tight in there. So we'll just slide that out of the way for now. And then here's our issue piece right here. So we're just gonna kind of get some lubricant down inside here. I'll show you where I'm going to spray here in just a second. Okay, so a lot of people are just going to want to spray WD-40 down next. That's what they have around their house or even in these parts, and that's fine, but that's not a lasting lubricant. It's more of something that loosens up rust and stuff like that. What you really want to do is, get yourself a little oil can like this, or even a 3-in-1 oil or some little can like that, and actually use oil, because that's an actual lubricant to make sure the parts are going to slide. I mean, you don't want to use a ton because you don't want it dripping everywhere, but it only takes a little bit. Now, I will say in this case, it's actually not going to work because this piece is actually faulty and has gone bad. It's just worn out. So in this, normally when this presses in, inside here there's an angled piece that grabs this little piece, and then it's kind of hard to see. It's really kind of small workings, but it slides it off to the side and allows that to return. But it's so worn out, it's just not allowing it to do that anymore, even with lubricant. So in this particular case, we're going to have to replace this part with a new one. And sometimes it's better off just to buy a whole new door handle, and not because I don't even know if you can buy this part. You probably can, but it's cheap enough just to get a whole new handle. But then you want to key your locks the same. So if you buy a whole new handle, you can just take this component out of it and keep your locking mechanisms in place, so you don't have to change all your keys and all that kind of stuff. So I did lubricate this, and I did put oil down in here in all these spots, and I've been working on it. But it's just not, basically the part inside there that strikes that plate that causes it to move off to the side is just worn out. So it's just not allowing it to do it. It's probably got a flat spot in there that's catching on now, and it's just not going to move that out of the way. But if I can move it by hand with my finger just a little bit so I can start, then it works fine. But it just won't do it on its own. So I've tried looking at this plate to see if there's a flat spot on this, but everything here seems fine. So it's definitely internal, and it's just, you know, not worth taking apart and trying to fix. I'm going to show you how to put this back together. I don't have a new one at the moment, but assuming I did, this would be exactly how you would replace this. So you want to take your striker bolt system and put that in first, and make sure it's going the right way, of course, so when it hits the door, it normally would slide up this little ramp here and slide in and close. You don't want it to go backwards, so pay attention to that. There is a right and a wrong way. And then once you get, oh, before we do that, let's make sure we put our, now your door may or may not have this spacer sleeve. This one does, so we're going to put that back in there. It keeps it a lot firmer in place. And then you're going to return these screws where they were. And then if you look, obviously you have the side that takes the key. That would be the exterior. And you put the tumblers facing up so water don't settle on those. And once that's in there, it's a shame it's not working. I'll get a new one. You slide that in, and then that square shaft has to slide in to the center of that right there. And this little tab you see sticking out, that's the thing that actuates the lock when you turn this. So we're just going to go ahead and line that up. Let's wiggle it around a little bit sometimes. You can hold it, make sure it's working as far as that goes, and it is. And then you just got to put these screws back in. Once you get one, you don't want to tighten it yet, but get one in there quite a ways so it doesn't, the door handle doesn't wiggle all over the place. And then you can go ahead and put your second one in. Okay, slide that up, go back and tighten up your first one. We're back in business as far as that goes. We just gotta get that new part. Yeah, it's just worn out. If I turn the handle just ever so slightly, it does kind of work, but we will get a new one, because if I don't turn it, you can see it's not going. But yeah, that's how you can replace that part, or in some cases you may just lubricate it. So I hope this video helped you out. It kind of did two things. If your door is sticking and not closing, maybe you can get in there and lubricate that piece and it'll work for you, which would be great, save some money. If not, then you just saw the whole process of replacing this whole handle. So hopefully one way or another this helps you out if you have a door handle that's not working quite properly for you. And of course, if it's loose, if this plate is loose, you can use this video to show you just snug up these screws, because sometimes you can run into a door handle that is doing this. Let me just give you an example, since this was kind of a quick video. So if you have a door handle that's all flopping around like this, then all you gotta do is snug up these screws. And that will fix that problem. Let's get the bottom one again. And there you go. Now this is going to be loose, of course, but at least the plate is not loose on the door. All right, well, this did not fix my problem, but I hope it fixed yours. Thanks again for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. I hope you liked that video. Make sure you come back. I have a lot more videos. But you know, there's another channel out there that's got a lot of videos as well, and a pretty good variety, and that is The Art of Doing. See, really just trying to inspire people to try different things that they may not have tried before. I encourage you to swing over there, show him some love, click like on his channel, subscribe to him, and see if there's some stuff over there you might be interested in as well. But I will put a link in the description. This is Shane's Main Shop, but I want you to check out The Art of Doing. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. You ready to play, Layla?